Good morning, everyone. Well, as you can see by what's in front of me, I just had to do this one more day. I figured I didn't do any of this shape and I wanted some in this shape also. So I decided I'm gonna do it. And I have already glued the squares into here. They had to be 1 1/8 to fit in here. And it looks like this one I might have had a little long, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, and I'm gonna do all sorts of things. So I know I will not be using them together, but I think it's easier to put them together because you got something to hold on to. Otherwise you're holding on to something pretty small. I mean, this is what they look like in the palm of my hand. So they're pretty small. And let's see what my ruler says. Okay, they're 1 3/8, actually a little bigger than that, by 1 3/8. Okay. So again, I just use scraps, and this here is, now this is a die, and I've been using the bigger ones because I just like a little more branch. So even though I do have these smaller ones, oops, I got a butterfly in here. I'm trying to keep them separated, but I'm really messing them up. Like I have these ones here that are a die. I think these are a die. They were gifted to me by one of the captains of the swap. And so I have used at least one of those. Okay. So anyhow, I'm going to use part of this. And then I think I'll use the other part on one of the other ones. Maybe. Otherwise I'll just save it like I always do. Okay, which side was I using? I think this side. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down and I'm gonna cut this little part out. I think this was the side I was using. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter at all. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. I really love these little tiny bits, and you know they can be used you know, together or separate. You could also put them in a bigger cluster. You could use them on a card. You can use them in a scrapbooking like I'll be using them, or you could use them in a junk journal. I love faux postage. Oh, which reminds me, I want to stamp on them. I think I'm going to put down all the bases first and then put on my parts I'm using for embellishments. Because some of them I have actually more embellishments than what I'll actually need for them. And do I have a green out here? No, nothing but that turquoise, or yeah, the turquoise. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this, what is it? Tea dye on it, just to give it a little bit of color, a little extra color. Okay. And you can see I just can't talk and glue at the same time. My glue is still coming out really good, but it's kind of coming out like it's not very much, and I don't know if I'm just being so careful because of the little tiny pieces, because I didn't really realize I was doing that, but it's like it's coming out hardly at all. Okay, I think I might have to go get my green ink. So this one too, I'm trimming it down a little bit. I'm gonna go grab the green ink and I'll be right back. Okay, I went to get the ink and, okay, there we go, I see those. And I found another pack of punches. This again was given to me by one of the captains. So that's fun. I'm gonna have to look through those now. Okay, I'm using Rustic Wilderness, and somewhere I have olive, and you know, it is not in there where it should be. that means somebody's not picking up their stuff, which is me. I was doing so good for probably a month, and now it's like I got really messy the last few days. I need a new Velcro or something. It's not sticking too good. Okay, like that. I just need a place to put that. Okay, and so I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to stamp them. Ah! Got away from me. So, it's like the husband's been home. He was home yesterday, but now he's back to work. He's had to work overtime. That is why he is so excited about retiring, because they have mandatory overtime. There's been some weeks where he's worked 72 hours. Nobody should have to work like that. So, anyway, okay, I am on to rubber stamping. I need somebody saying, no, Terry, you're doing this. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp them together, so it's, but I'm gonna try to give most of them a little bit of that circle, so maybe I can shoot for, I think I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, that looks good. And it'll be, you know, once they're taken apart, I think they'll look just fantastic. But even when I put them away, I usually keep them together. But I don't know if I will this time, just because of I'll be putting them in themes. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this, and I haven't decided what I want to ink it with. I kind of want this, because this is the exact same paper, but I just thought it would kind of just look like it popped right out of the paper. But I don't know if that's going to be dark enough. I might have to mix a couple of colors together to get the, I wish I had this color where it's kind of a, it's kind of a shade of purple, but it's not that purple that I have. I don't have too many inks because me and my friend together, we got a bunch of Stampin' Up! Inks, but they seemed like they didn't keep their color, like especially like black, it became like a purple or a blue color. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I like that. I wonder if I want to just try to mix a little of maybe the tea dye, because I think that might be what that color looks like between the two, pink and tea dye. You know, I just won't know until I do it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. It took out a little bit more orange than what I expected, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and I need my enamel dot, or my dimensionals. They're not enamel dots. I'll tell you, I ordered enamel, or these dots, these foam dots from Amazon the other day. And when I got them, I was supposed to get 5 of each package. And when I got them, I had only gotten like 3 of each, and like 2 of the packages had just partial, like this was actually one of them. It was, you know, supposed to be a full sheet, and like there was some missing, and it's like, you know, it's like your options are, do you want to send it back, what do you want to do about it? And it's like, I don't want to send it back. I just want them to send me the ones that they shorted me. And so anyhow, there's, I finally clicked enough pages where I found a part where you could actually call them. and you don't actually get to call them. You leave your number and then they call you back. But I mean, they called me back super fast, and she's like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to cancel your order? What? And it's like, well, I would just like them to send me the ones that I'm missing. She goes, well, we can send you a whole new package. And I said, well, I don't want to waste my time, bringing these back. And she goes, no, you won't have to. We'll just give it to you. And if you get a message saying pay for it, she says, just don't do it, because we know that you don't need to pay for it. It's like, how awesome is that? So I just wanted to tell you that in case that happens to you, because I've had a couple times where it's like, this is, your issue is not mine. Because one day I got a package and it was like there was no item in it. It was like just the envelope. And it's like, okay, I'm missing it, so I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to drive into town to take back an empty envelope. And they're like, okay. I said, this option was not on my screen. And she goes, that's why you have to call them when you got that happen. It's like, thank you. So just so you know, if you click around enough, there is a place where you can call and they will solve the problem for silly things like that. So I actually got to keep the ones that they just sent me a partial, and they also sent me a whole new package. So that was really nice. Okay, so this one I'm using, this is that turquoise background, and I'm using yellow and purple butterflies on it, which I think looks so pretty with that green. Okay. Now this one here is green, and I have to say, I love purple mixed with either peach or green. So that's what I'm doing on this one. I think I'll put one there, maybe over here, and up in here. Even though we know that there wouldn't be a flower on that little piece of the leaf, but that's where I'm putting it. And I did have to punch out a few more purples, but I still have this whole thing that I haven't gone through, and then I know there's a whole basket full in the art room. Okay, so I have some orange butterflies, and I had picked out one, and then I think I'm going to use this other orange one in place of one of the ones I picked out. Sometimes you just gotta mix them up. Okay, and here's a teeny weeny one. We were walking through the woods one time with my sister and her family, and we had been on a picnic, and then we went walking in the woods, and we seen these little tiny butterflies. They were almost microscopic. I would say that, oops, I gotta put this down because I can't think, and I can't put it down and talk at the same time, I guess. Like these little tiny butterflies that are so small, I would say this might be a little bigger than what those little periwinkle butterflies were that we seen. It was like you really had to look to see them. Okay, so I decided on those. I'm going to put that over in my pile again. Okay, and then this one here, I am not going to put flowers on. It's just going to get butterflies. Oh, and I think I do want to glue them on here. I think it does work better. even though I just want to put the glue on the paper. This was a paper, I can't remember what brand it was, but or who the maker was, but the paper was just, it's just the one flower, totally an all over pattern. It was just so pretty. And now I get to make little butterflies with it and more embellishments with it. So I'm pretty happy about getting to use my little tiny embellishments. So there's one set, and I'm sure it's already dry by now, but I'll show them to you at the end. Okay. Now I just have piles here, what I want to use. Okay. Okay, and so again, I'm gonna put my base on there, which I think this is the only one who actually gets anything with it. And I'm just gonna have these leaves. And I could use that for the other one. Okay, so this is the only one that's gonna get a leaf, and then I'm gonna rubber stamp again. Oh, and I did not put any color on this, which I don't think I will, just because I would want different colors for it. So I could tear it apart if I want to do that. So I actually could do it some other time, or when I use them. Okay, so now I'm gonna rubber stamp it. Oh, and this is Paris, France, November 4th, 1949. Okay, it's hard to see those, but I think it'll be fine. I mean, I like just knowing that it's there, and you can see it just a little bit, which is enough for me. Okay, and I've got a little heart. And I made one like this, but with the other shape stamp. And I thought about using one of these, but I don't know. Let me see if I can put one in the middle. Just that one. I think that would work. Just makes it a little bit different than the other one I did. Okay. And then now we're on to this one here, and I'm gonna do 3 flowers. And this ain't real life, because otherwise we would not have 2 different color flowers on the same plant. And I don't know how come this disappears when I think I'm seeing it. Okay, I'm gonna put this one here. A little bit of glue overlap or come out of there. So okay, I've got a little bite taken out of this petal, so I'm gonna overlap this blue one. Maybe if I get it to stay down. I guess you can't always push it with the pickup tool, picker-upper. Okay, and now I've got this butterfly that's got tiny little flowers on it. It's so pretty. And I only have one of these, so it must have been one tiny little scrap. But I love it. Okay, and yesterday I had done, or the day before, I did one butterfly, like right in the middle. Oh, and I guess I did it again today. I'm gonna do it one more time. And what did I do with my dimensionals? Oh, and I already have one cut out. Now these look pretty muted. This looks so much brighter to me than the other ones. And again, I'm just going to center it and put it upright. And when I put those foams on there, if you don't push down, put glue in the center and push that down first, your butterfly will just be flat across. Okay, now this one here, I am going to use the, that one. I'm going to use the tea dye. And this is a branding strip. Remember yesterday I was using branding strips on every single one, I think. And this one I am using one branding strip, and that's on this one, and it says Hello Autumn. Oh, and guess what? Did I flip that over? Oh yeah, I did the right side. Okay. Because it says the same thing on both sides, so. But, well, this one doesn't. It's got a number on this side. So again, I cut it. Oh, and I'm going to pull up these pieces here. Even kind of bend them a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. Maybe kind of roll this one a little bit, because I kind of bent that one so they look a little different. Because I want them to look like they have been there for a while too. Okay. Okay, then I have a bunch of leaves here. And so once I found my little pack of leaves that I got from one of the captains, I added more leaves. And I'm gonna try to make these so they're not too flat. Whoops, I can get those that away from me. So I don't pick that up and try to glue with it. Well, I think some of these were some I made too. And when she sent me those, I just like, all right, now I've got like this whole pack of fall leaves. So that was fun. So you see me keep bending them. maybe I'll put that one right up here. So it looks like it's just falling. I really just wanted to put glue down and just haphazardly put them all down. Trying to decide how I want them. Oops. I pushed one right, pushed them both right off the page. I guess I'm gonna have to push them down real good and then I can pull them up. Okay. I want this one like it's falling. Because I almost want the little Hello Autumn to look like it's just been dropped in amongst the leaves. And this was a homemade paper that was purple and orange, and I just love it. And there's like a little scrap that's on there, probably from die cutting. But I'm gonna leave it there because there's all kinds of little broken pieces of leaves when you see them. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, kind of maybe just tuck it a little bit. Now I have one blue butterfly, but I haven't decided if I want to put it in there or not. Oh, I don't want to cover up my favorite leaf is that orange purple one. Oh, man. Okay, just as I went to put glue on that, my camera turned off, so I got that on. And again, I'll just show you at the end. Okay, now I've got another pile. Oh, look at that. I've got another one of those butterflies. I said it was the last one. Okay, I guess maybe every row deserved one single butterfly or something. Okay, and again, I've got one heart. And I think I'm going to stick this one up on dimensionals. And this was a piece that it actually was, it was like a girly kit for cards, but I used them for scrapbooking, and when I punched them out, this was the leftover paper. Okay, I think I just need a corner. Maybe I can use that whole piece. Let's see. If I can pick it up. I did get my tweezers cleaned off the other day. But you know, I'm right back to trying to mess it up again. Okay, so I'm going to put this on here. This would be like, you know, if you ordered from the post office and you said, give me one of everything. Okay, so I'm going to put that right in the middle. Now it's got this little thing here, which I just thought I would maybe put something over that, but I don't know what I want to put over that. It might just have to stay like that. Oh, and I forgot to stamp them. Okay, I'm going to stamp them. I'll see if I can decide what should go there. I don't think I can stamp over that. I'm going to go ahead and do these. See what I can get. Okay, I like that. Now I might just leave this till the end and see if I can think of something to go there. I've got one little heart here. Maybe I could just put a little heart at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to just leave it sit there like Ginger would and say, I'm just going to let it marinate. Oh, I should have started with this one. See, then I would have got it stamped over. Okay. I think I'm going to use this part of it. I'm going to put that there. Trying to think what else could I put in that spot. Oh, I know something else I wanted to put in those leaves too. What did I do with the things I wanted to put in the leaves? I don't know. I might have left the other room without it. Okay, this one I'm going to use 3 flowers again. 3, 5, or 7. That's my chant. Oh, is that the right side? Oh yeah, sometimes it looks clear. Okay, I'm gonna put one here. And that one's just gonna get flowers. You know how I had one that just got butterflies? Okay, and this is another one that I'm just gonna put it in the middle. And what did I do with my little foam dots? Oh, never mind, they're in front of me. I always say if you want to hide something, just put it right in front of me. One day I was looking all over for my my calculator, and I could not find it anywhere. And finally I walked back into the room and looked right beside where I had been sitting and looking for it for the longest time, and there it was. The whole time I was just like looking right past it. I think it was because I had such a mess on my desk. It was like I was blind to all the mess and the calculator. Okay. And then this one here. Now, I have that. Where is that one punch? I don't think I have any more. It's a die. But I love that. And I love it in every color. Turquoise. And I think this is just so pretty. I mean, I could almost leave it alone. But I'm not going to because I have to have flowers on it. Okay, I'm going to cut this at an angle. And put it in my little pile there of junk, of trash. Okay. It's so funny because when I lay it on there, it looks just fine. And then you glue it and you push it down and it's like, oh, it's so flat now. Okay, so then I have these. Oh, and the last, when I made these, I had put little centers in them because I was using them for embellishments on some little arrows I made. And I made lots of flowers and not as many arrows, so I have tons of flowers already made. But I think this looks so pretty on this white and this watercolor paper. So there's number 3. And I gotta see where my little pile of stuff is. Okay, and I could use this one here, or do I like this one better? I think I like this one. I just love that green. Okay, and how do I want that? Because you know what, all ain't gonna fit on there. I kind of want it like that. I'm gonna cut this piece off here. And I'm gonna cut this branch off. And then I'll cut a little bit of that other part off. I'm just gonna not glue this on because when I take it apart, I'll just let that overhang. Okay. And it's this big one here that doesn't get glued all the way. Because I like embellishments where they overhang and overlap onto other things, because I'm really into collage. I loved collage when we had it in school. Okay, and this one is just going to get butterflies again. And I use this little piece of wood. I just love it. And I've got a polka dot and a gingham. How's that for fun butterflies? And I'm trying to figure out what I did. I must have picked up those things that I wanted to put in with the leaves and just left them in the other room. Oh, no, look it. They're right next to me. That's what I wanted. Okay, now this one here, it was actually punched out of a place where there was like a little duck with a little scarf tied around his neck, and so it looks like a little star with a bow tied around it. And that's what I'm putting on. And I think I'm going to put up on a dimensional. I think the big one would probably fit well. Let me see if it's too big. Oh, yep. I almost had to commit. Okay, this is going to be the right size then. Yeah, that one barely fits in there. Okay, and I want it to go this way. And I'm going to put this right in the middle of this. This is my single middle one, just like the butterflies were. Okay, and then I've got these really pretty stars that I made that I just punched, and I've showed you those if you watched the punching out video. Let's see, I'm trying to decide how I want to arrange them. I think like that. I'm going to stick this one up here in the corner and let it overlap onto the yellow part of the background. And I'm going to put this one up on a dimensional. And oh, I still had the backer on it. Okay, and this one I'm gonna tip like this. And I'm gonna let that overlap the edge too. And then I have one more, and it's a tiny one. Okay. And then I have this one here, and I have this dragonfly that this was in one of those packs that the captains had mailed with, and I want to put some kind of ink on it. And what color do I want on it? I think I'm gonna try putting the pink on it, because you know we have this watercolor here, and maybe kind of rub it in different places. Now I realize I'll probably take on an orange color. Okay, I think I'm going to do a little bit on this one too. Okay, now I'm going to try a little turquoise. Or maybe I should do a little purple. Because it's got blue, or I could use blue. Maybe the blue. Wow, that one must be a lot juicier than my pink one. Okay, I'm gonna quit. Okay, now I'm actually gonna double these up. So I'm gonna glue this one down since that one got a little more than what I wanted. Okay, now I need my little tweezers again. Okay, and this one here, I'm going to bend the wings up just a little bit and just put glue on the body. And just, maybe I'll just glue it slightly off center. So a little over and a little down. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. Kind of would have liked more color on it, but I guess it's going to be like that. Okay, I'm taking this autumn one, and I'm going to use a couple of these. If you've watched me before, I said there's always these things on the ground, and I know it's just like seeds, but I like them to see them in the, you know, tucked in with the leaves, because you really see them in nature. And so I'm going to use 3, 5, or 7. And since it's just a little thing, I'm going to use 3. Okay. So I think that's it. Do I need to add any gems or anything to, maybe some gems in here? And let's see. I'm trying to use these ones up, so maybe And I've got blue. I've got green. I got these purple. Let me put some of these. Actually, I would like some yellow. Okay, these ones here or these ones here. I think I should use these. And I'm going to put it on these purple flowers because they're kind of an orange. Or I'd say they really are orange or gold. Okay, and I would like to put some in here, but I think I want, I could maybe use yellow, but I think I want something like pink. Let's see, don't want any of these. I got them since I have them out. Don't want any of these anyplace. Maybe I'll stick a couple of these blue ones. How would these cobalt look with these? I think I'm gonna throw a couple of these on here and just see what they look like. Well, once I put them there, they're gonna stay there. Am I stuck over in the corner? Yes, I am. Okay. I have these little cobalt ones and I'm just sticking them on here with these stars. Okay. And I want to stick something in here and I'm going to go for some pink. I do have pink, don't I? Huh. I don't have pink? There they are. I already had them flipped over, I guess. Okay. I don't know how pink they really are. Oh, here's some pink. They're so pale, I don't even know if they look like pink. Oh, and I just pulled off the sticky. Let me try that again. Yeah, they barely look like pink, but I'm gonna put them on here anyhow. Okay. Does any of the rest of them need... This one just looks so vibrant compared to the rest. But I like muted colors. Either one. I don't know if I want to put anything else on. I have this olive green that I think looks good with everything. I think I'm going to put some on this one. Oh, and I got a butterfly that's trying to get away. I'll do something about that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use, I do have blue too. I think I would like to use this green. I love this shade of green. Okay, I think that is pretty good there. All right, so I will have close-ups at the end. Oh, and I did move them right off the page, or out of the screen, sorry. Okay, so I will have close-ups at the end, and I will see you tomorrow, and I will not be doing this tomorrow. I don't think. I shouldn't. I should be doing something else. I'm just gonna pick up my mess now. So have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you then. Close-ups at the end.